Good morning, guys and girls. Today I present to you my new emulation tactic for Football Manager 24, and it is that of Jurgen Klopp and his Liverpool. Let's move on to the tactical analysis of reality and then create the tactics in the game together. Modules: base, 4-3-3 possession phase, 2-3-5 non-possession phase, 4-3-3-4-2-3-1 introduction. After the difficult last season, in which Liverpool failed to centre the qualification for the Champions League after years as the protagonist of the European competition, Jurgen Klopp has thought of changing something in his tactical layout. According to the Rossi technician, one of the problems of last season was the small filter made by the midfielder given the low defensive characteristics of his men, with only Fabinho on the defensive screen. In this regard, in addition to intervening on the market with the arrival of McAllister and Dominik Szoboszlai, he chose to tighten in advanced possession, stage the two-thirds so as to form a half-field three along with the median. This recognition, as we will see in the video, allows you not to be discovered centrally once the ball is lost in the opponent's midfield, and allows for a more immediate and compact re-aggression, as well as better hold the five offensive men that form the 2-3-5. This move is also due to Klopp's willingness to bring more men into the offensive midfield, trying to maintain more possession than in previous years, reducing the passing. Construction Liverpool. During the low construction, to be removed from the bottom to understand, stands with a 4+1 thanks to the quarters that initially remain wide and the director in front of the defense. The other two midfielders are beaten, with one entering and the other rising near the tip. The two exterior remains wide and high. During the high construction, however, the two turrets go to tighten near the median, forming the three of the central field. The two midfielders rise flat in the third quarter, while the two outer remains always wide. Development. In this phase, the 2-3-5 is formed as the midfielders line up completely with the three strikers, with the two wingers closing in at this point. Finalization. The Reds team tries to finalize the action in two ways: pass through the attacking outs that point the ball to the opponent's defense, or through the attack passes of the out, point and/or midfielder's depth. In the non-possession phase, the team qualifies with a 4-3-3, with the third players returning to play their role in classical position, i.e., outforming a line to four. The midfielder is lowered to form a triangle with the median, and the three attacking players remain high. The change of the defensive module from 4-3-3 to 4-2-3-1 is given by the tactical intelligence of one of the two midfielder. When the opportunity is presented, it remains high in the preliminary defeat, forming a 4-2-3-1, which in case of recovery of the comrade's ball allows a 4-2-3. Transition. During the positive transition, the team immediately attempts to attack the opponent's defense. In the negative, instead, he seeks a rapid offensive re-aggression with 5 men to push the opponents. Let's now look at the emulation created in the game. The basic scheme is a 4-3-3 with gegenpress style, where Klopp is the master. The attacking width is wide and you play the ball into spaces. We start the ball on the ground from the defense and exploit the center. From there, then there is maximum freedom of inventiveness for our director to serve the attack from the wingers or centrally. The passing style is short, as we said before with the Reds manager, who has lowered the passing rush and the pace is higher with creativity. In the transition phase, the classic all-court pressing and counterattack. In the non-possession phase, the defense line is high and the pressing line is very high with maximum pressing. We go offside and try to send the opponents to the sides of the pitch. Let us now examine the dry season without the transfer market, training and various management, but only tactical testing, which never changed during the season or during the matches. Defeat on debut, then good victories in the Premier League and Europa League where we won the group. Heavy eliminations of Manchester City and Chelsea from the Carabao Cup until the final, where we asphalt Newcastle. The FA Cup also begins with the agile passage of the first rounds until the two Manchester teams are also eliminated. The Europa League also starts again, where we eliminate Lazio and Betis Sevilla, among others. In the final of the two competitions, we beat Roma and Chelsea. This means that there was a poker of trophies because we won all 4 competitions in which we participated, as the Premier League returns to Anfield with 94 goals scored and only 29 conceded. Best attack and defense and best clean sheet. Gunnar Haaland, but Nunes comes in second place with 27 goals, while the two wingers Salah and Diaz finish with 19. Even in the European League, we are the best attack and the team with the most clean sheets. Nunes is the top scorer with Schick on 11 goals, while in the assists we dominate with Szoboszlai, Robertson and McAllister. In the FA Cup, the best attack was with 24 goals. Diaz and McAllister were top scorers with 4 goals, while Szoboszlai was the best assistman. Sek's speech in Carabao Cup with 25 goals, best attack, and Nunes, vice scorer with Salah and McAllister at 5 and 6 goals. In total, the team scored 201 goals this season. In total, our players finished with 47 goals and 14 assists. Nunes, 36 and 21. Salah, 31 goals and 15 assists. Luis Diaz. The two midfielders finished with 16 and 16 goals, as well as 29 and 26 assists. Robertson also stands out in assists, finishing with 24. Having said this, guys, I hope you have seen the reality in the game, because that is what interests me the most. And I hope for your free subscription to the YouTube channel. A hug from your Magicomonta.